My wife and I just finished up an hour-and-a-half long conversation about our budget for this month, and I wanted to share this free, helpful tool because it's helped us to really get on top of our finances, pay off a lot of debt, and this is our first month that we're going to have a surplus of money or we can allocate towards saving and investments. So it's really exciting. I want to share this tool with you because it's, again, free to use, no monthly subscription. It's just a simple Google Sheet and a Google form. I'll show you how it works. So here is the sample of the Google form. This is just a test that I've made, so this is not my actual income here. But what you can do is you take this Google form, and I'll link to the creator in the actual post here somewhere on this page or on this post. What you do is you create these categories on the left-hand side for all your spending and activity. So think debt payoffs, personal spending, utilities, things like that. And then of course like your rent, car payments, etc. And then once you create the categories, then you put the actual amount that you're going to be budgeting for each line item, okay? So however much you want to spend for that month is indicative of that. And then what you also do is through the form, you actually input how much money you actually make. So if you have a variable income, that's not a problem with this form. You can start with a rough estimate, and then once you actually input the actual amount you get paid, you will input that and it will update all of these actual available balances, etc. So that is the start of the form, but here's the really cool part. So this is a Google form, just a simple form that you can make for free. What you do is you create these different questions within the Google form, and then what you do is select a transaction or an expense. Let's say you went to the grocery store, okay? So you would input all these different forms, really easy to do one time. Let's say you went to the grocery store and you spent $250. And then let's say you went to Safeway. This is nice for just keeping track of how much you're spending at any given store. Okay, now we've done that. You can hit upload a receipt if you really want to keep track of those things, but you don't need to. And then you hit submit. Bam, done. Keep the great work. You're on your way to financial freedom. Then we go up to our Google Sheet, and what you'll notice is within the groceries line item, we had budgeted $700, and we've calculated that, and we've tracked that we've spent $250, and that leaves us with $450 left over to spend for this month. So you can do this after every time you make a purchase. You can just simply go to the form. I keep it like linked on my phone. So it's just like an app on my phone. It looks like an app, and I just click on it, and then I track the expense on here on my phone, and it gets updated in real time. Now you're thinking, oh, that's not that fancy. That's not that cool. Well, it's a free tool. There are subscriptions that you can pay for, but when you're paying off debt and when you don't have a lot of money and you're choosing between a $15 app to manage your income or groceries, I mean, you got to pick the groceries. So this is just a free tool. I wanted to put this out there and see if it maybe helps at least just one.